Welcome to this video on the topic of percentages. In this video, we're going to have a look at how we can calculate a portion of a whole amount when we're only given a portion and a percentage to begin with. So the whole amount is unknown. What do we mean by this? Well, let's have a look at example 1. We want to calculate 100% of a whole, but we're only given 7% and we're told that 7% is equal to $56. So our task here is, if 7% of a whole is $56, then what's the whole amount itself? The way in which we do this is, first we calculate what is 1%. So 1% of the amount, that's going to be equal to 56 divided by 7. So we go 56, we're still working in dollars, divided by 7, and that's going to be equal to, we need the calculator for this one, so 56 divided by 7 is 8. 1% of our whole amount is $8. Now, if 1% is $8, then 100%, $8 times 100, and that's going to come out to be $800, like so. So what we do to find the 100% of the quantity is we simply divide the portion we're given by the percentage we're told it is, and that will find the 1%. Then to get the 100%, you simply multiply the 1% by the 100, and that will give you 100% of the quantity. So in our case, if 7% of the whole amount is $56, then the whole amount must be $800. Alright, moving on to example 2. We have 126 students attended the swimming carnival. If this represented 18% of the school, how many students does the school have? So what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the 1% of the quantity. So our 1% of the amount is going to be 126 divided by 18. And bringing up the calculator, we're going to get 126 divided by 18. That gives us 7. So 1% of the school community is represented by 7 students. Therefore, 100% of the school community is going to be 7 times 100. And that will come out to be 700. Alright, so 2 nice and simple ones. Let's go up and let's have a look at something a little bit more challenging. We've got, if 100 grams is 20% of a chocolate bar, what is 50%? So the way in which we're going to do this, once again, is we'll calculate the 1%. So 1% of the amount is going to be 100 grams divided by 20%, or just 20. And that's going to yield 100 divided by 20, 5. So 1% is going to be 5 grams. Now the 100% is therefore going to be 5 times 100, which will be 500 grams. Now the question asks, what is 50%? Well, to calculate 50%, then we're going to go 50% of the amount. That's going to be the same as writing 50% times 500. Then we'll turn the percentage into a fraction. So 50% is the same as writing, or we'll turn it into a decimal. 50% is the same as writing 0.5 times 500. And therefore, it's going to come out to be 250. So what we really should do is, when we're working on questions like this, if we're not working in units in the actual workings out represented in here, then what we should actually do is we should say that 50% of the chocolate bar is 250 grams. So we just write it back in plain English. That way it's understandable. We link the mathematics and the calculation back to the real world problem. So at the start of this video, our intention was to learn how to calculate portions of a whole when the whole is unknown and we're only given a portion and its relative percentage. So in example 1, we had a look at calculating the whole amount of a sum of money when we're only given 7% and told it was equal to $56. And the method we used was we calculate the 1% and then multiply the 1% by 100 to get the 100%. And basically we did the same thing for example 2. We're told a percentage of the school and the amount of students, and then we calculated our 1%, then went for the 100%. Example 3, that's where we had an extra step in there, in that we calculated our 1%, then we calculated our 100%, and then we went one better and we calculated a 50% from our whole. So we just multiplied everything by 0.5.